No. This they would stick to a schedule. They're like, this is what needs to be killed before this period of time, and if it's not, you guys can go fuck yourselves. And then we would have to do mandated, like guild farming runs, like what you're talking about, where you'd have to sit there and fucking carry a bunch of shitters through. You might get fucking 15 like gold
So
worth
look
of
at my
shit.
screen. So look at my.
I don't have your stream up anymore. You canceled it.
It's up again.
Oh no, I see it. Okay. No, you're next. This is the replay. Hold on. Let me go to your channel. There we go. Okay, I see it.
I think we broke it. Let's do normal numbers. Okay, so I'll do this, right? Like GDKP auction, the item that'll drop. I'll link it. Say that it's Pauldrons of Wrath. No, why is it giving me this?
I'm not seeing anything.
Hold on. Oh, why isn't my thing up? The fuck? There we go. Alright, so.
First of all, what does GDKP mean?
Gold DKP. It's like literally
Oh.
that's what it means. It's your DKP is your gold.
So gold dragon kill points.
Right.
Okay. This add-on looks like shit.
No, hold on. So that's not the add-on. It's this shit right here. So I'm in raid with my buddy, and this is what you would do. You would do GDKP auction. Right. I have the minimum bid set for I think I did 300. So that'll show up. Bidding starts. Please bid in raid chat. Starting bid 300 gold. So I'm gonna type. So he just did 3,000. So then it goes. It says it right there. So I'll do 5,000. Newest high bidder. So I'm gonna let it run out now, and I'm gonna see what it does, because I want to see if it times out correctly. There we go.
Right. If it times out to 3,000.
Right. So it's automated. It provides transparency, and
Right.
then
So you don't have to keep a spreadsheet.
I don't have to keep a spreadsheet, and everybody sees that it's being done by a machine and not a human. So I can't fuck them over. You know what I mean? Like, it's working well. So
That's hilarious.
and then let's see.
How many other guilds do you have to compete with this? Because when I was playing Final Fantasy 14, there was no other show in town but us. So we didn't even give a fuck about this shit. You paid for a piece of loot whether or not it dropped for you. If it dropped, great. If it didn't, kick rocks. And in order to even enter the instance, you had to pay us money. So, like, if it didn't drop, if your Pauldrons of Wrath didn't drop, you paid 500 gold for nothing.
Sucks. Yeah, this
You
is
know what I mean?
this is a very drop heavy oriented thing. Like, we could very well get fucked over if nothing good drops. Like,
so they don't pay the gold to get it? Like, they don't pay the gold on entrance to Molten Core or whatever.
no,
Or BWL.
no,
That's your main mistake. So first of all, I think you need to change the game up.
absolutely
You
not.
need it. You need an entrance fee. Yeah.
No, because the entrance fee isn't going to be. The entrance fee is minimum bid, basically. Like, we're not gonna. Nobody's
No,
gonna pay
entrance
500 gold
fee,
to come
and
in
then
and
if
not
you
get what they
want to, you can add this DKP
It's a
thing
scam.
on top
It's
of
a
it.
scam because no one's
This
gonna
whole
pay
thing is a
bonus.
scam.
Not really.
This whole thing is a scam.
We're selling a service.
People will do it.
Giving them.
How much? So first of all, it's the only reason you're not doing that is because there's other people doing this. How many other guilds are doing this? Like how many different GDKP runs can you join at any given time?
As many as there are instances that reset. So you could do one for
So
MC,
what is that?
BWL, and AQ if you really wanted
Yeah,
to.
just no. I'm not saying per individual. I'm saying how many entities are offering the service because there's only a certain amount of entities.
Only one.
So
only
what's
one or two, and they're
only
fucking
one?
Chinese.
Okay, so then you can set the
it.
price. Then you can set the price.
Well, yeah.
then you can say, hey, if you want to join this, it's 500 gold to join without getting a piece of loot. 500 gold to join.
No one will ever
Then
do
you
that.
get really?
Really, I swear to God, no one will
You're
ever
an
do that.
idiot. They
Who?
will do that.
No, they will not. You know what? You know what the
But they're
true
willing to
idiot
do it
is?
for a piece of gear.
Yes, someone will pay. Last week, there was a screenshot of a guildie who was in one of these Chinese GDKPs who spent 44,000 gold on DFT.
Dragon Fang.
44.
Talisman.
Yes, they're fucking dumb. They're dumb, and if something good
So that's
drops,
what
they're
I'm
gonna
saying.
have
They got
so much.
44K, and you're saying that if you charge a 500 gold entrance fee, that they're not going to do it?
Right, because that's the.
Like, you're an idiot. You're leaving money on the table. See, I'm telling you, we perfected this back in the day. You guys are the ones that are fucking idiots. You need to charge these people before they even step foot in the instance. They need an entrance fee. If you're literally, if the qualifying thing is there's not, you're the only show in town. Maybe there's one or two other shows in town. Then they only have so many options, right? They can only do this once a week, maybe twice a week, because there's two guilds that are willing to do this twice a week on their Saturday or Sunday or their off times, right? If those are the only, I guarantee you, if you just make it so that it costs 500 gold for every single shitter to join, they will still join and then still bid on top of that. Like, you guys are just letting them in for free, which is retarded. Because let me tell you this, when we did it in Final Fantasy 14, let's say 3 warriors joined. They all 3 need the same axe that drops off the same thing. They all 3 paid 500 gold. Guess what? Only one of those warriors is leaving with that axe, dude. And they all paid. Do you understand? They all paid. Only one of them is going to win that role. And when they win it, boom. And the way we did it is we just left it on group loot and everyone passed, and then except for the people that needed it, and they just rolled. And if they want it, fuck it, they want it. Do you see how that's better than the system that you have now?
I don't think it's better. I think
It is better because you can implement a hybrid system where you charge an entrance fee and then you also implement this fucking bidding auctioneer thing that you have where people, where if they really want it, they will fucking blow their Chinese fucking gold farmer load on the item that they want,
I'm
and
telling
everyone
you right
wins
now,
twice.
knowing the atmosphere, that will do nothing but detract people from wanting to come. And it's that amount
Really?
of money is going to be arbitrary, considering that one item could be worth triple or quadruple the
What's the
entire.
highest? What's the highest? The highest you've actually accumulated? Not what you've seen a screenshot of from
I
some
have not
Chinese
done this
gold
yet.
farmer.
I have not done the. I
Okay,
was
so
in
you're
person.
an idiot.
In
So I'm just
person, I
telling you,
was in one.
you're gonna see
I.
it.
This is why I did.
Okay.
In person,
Well,
I was in
I'm
one
just
where
letting you know
Onslaught Girdle went.
you can revolutionize this for everyone in your guild and become just like a powerhouse money making guild if you actually do this.
Onslaught
I'm
Girdle
telling you.
went for 22,000 gold. 22,000
Okay.
gold. That
And
those
then you can also
warriors.
charge a flat rate for everyone that comes in there. I mean, do you not understand that? It's just
I
more money on top
understand
of
it,
it.
but I don't think it's. I don't think it's going to work.
The only reason it wouldn't work is if they have a million other options of GDKP groups that they can join. But if you're telling me that it's just between you and 2 other Chinese guilds, then it doesn't matter. Every single one is going to join. They're all going to join regardless. If they spend 44,000 gold on a fucking item, they're going to spend 500 gold just to get in. That's nothing to them. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm
I
saying to you, Sean
understand what you
Hayes?
mean. I understand what you
What I'm
mean.
saying is these people already have an exorbitant amount of gold that they didn't earn themselves, that they paid real money for, that they're willing to just throw at shitty loot. I'm telling you, you need to you need to take the Apple approach. Start fucking changing the lightning bolt port and charging them for a new charger. You need to fucking find ways to charge these people. I'm telling you, I've already perfected this, bro. I've already done all this. I did this for fucking years. You can sit there and you can host this Okay, so what happens if the first item that drops, right? What's the minimum that you put on these items?
250 gold.
Okay, so what happens if every item goes for 250 gold? How much does everyone in the raid make?
That's not going to happen, number one. But if that
First of all,
happens,
shut up. Shut up. It can happen, and it's just as likely to happen as it is for
so
to
250
sit there and
gold.
say, do you understand how insane it is for you to sit there and tell me that is not likely to happen? But what's more likely to happen is someone is willing to drop $44,000 on a fucking wrath girdle.
So
Do you understand how
250
retarded that
gold.
sounds?
So 250 gold times what? There's 3 pieces of loot for every boss in BWL. Is that right? So hold on.
I don't know. That's assuming that the people, the shitters that join, that's what they want. You know what I mean? That's the problem that you run into with this fucking model. So what happens if 3 out of the 10 bosses drop loot that no one in your shitter group wants? What happens then? No one gets any money? Do they pay for the shard or something, or like what happens?
I don't know. I have
That's
not
what I'm
seen that
saying.
happen.
This is a shitty model. You need to pay. You need to have these people pay to even get into this group.
Um,
They need to pay to get into the group right away. And then you need to have a GD, even if it's okay. So let's say what is this number set based off of what the Chinese people set? It's
yeah.
250.
Well,
Okay, so
they did
set yours.
100 gold
Set
minimum bid, and that's what I'm saying. With
okay.
MC
So
tier
set
gear,
yours for
everybody
90. Set
bids.
yours for 90.
The
Set yours
average
for
the
90.
average gold, the average bid for tier 1 gear in this raid was 5 to 700 gold, which means the auction went up.
Right.
It went back and forth about 5 or
Okay.
6
So
times.
so let me tell you. So let me tell you this. Okay. So if if the average goes, and let's say the Chinese people set it for 100, right, is the minimum. So at the minimum, if no one else wants your piece of gear, you can get yours for 100 gold, right? Which is a huge attraction for these people. That's why they join. No one joins because they want to fucking bid war for their fucking piece of loot and spend 44 fucking thousand gold. If you were to tell that person who won that, if they went in there and that's how much it would cost, they would not join that. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you set it, okay, so if they say it's 100 and it goes, the average is 700. If you set it for 90 and charge people an entrance fee, you're gonna get everyone to go to your group immediately just because the entrance fee. You have an entrance fee, but the minimum bid, they can get an item for cheaper. Do you understand how that works?
Yes and no, because if you set it
No,
at
it's not
90,
yes and
there's
no. It will
nothing
work
there's
with these
nothing
fucking
that's going to
idiots.
say there's nothing that's going to stop it from getting that high again, regardless. Like it could go for
It's
800
always
gold.
going to go that high. It's always let's
The
okay. Let's
thing
just say
is you
this.
tell
Let's just say
people
this.
they
You
will
could
not
set it
join.
to a gold. You could set it to a gold minimum bid. If you charge them 500 gold on entrance, everyone is going to outbid that. Do you understand that? No one is going to. No one. You're talking about people that have 44,000 gold. Okay, so you have 2 people that have 44,000 gold, right? They join. They pay 500,000 gold, 500 gold or whatever each, right? An item drops that they want, Perdition's Blade, whatever it is, right? They really want it. That's what they joined for. There's these 2 people. The minimum bid is 15 gold or whatever. That's irrelevant
I know.
because it's gonna go up to fucking 44,000 immediately because they're not gonna. They have so much money, it doesn't even matter. They're just gonna keep outbidding each other. Do you know what I mean? Like the minimum bid is stupid.
But here's the thing: is the this is the main thing, and I'm telling you this. You're wrong about this if you think that the player base will do this. Is no one is going to pay a straight up flat fee, even people that are going to spend thousands on one item if it
They
drops. That's
will.
a premise.
I've
If
done
it
I've done it
drops, they
before.
will spend the gold. They will not spend gold on an entrance fee for shit that may not drop at all. I just don't think they will.
For sure.
I just don't think they will. Um, let's see.
You have to understand. You have to understand that I've done this for years. Like we've. I'm telling you, dude. The way you guys are doing it is you're not allowing yourselves to get the maximum amount of money from these people. Like there's Okay, so let's say this. Okay, so let's say you get this big ticket item of 44,000 gold. There's people in there that don't pay any gold that get a free ride. That get to kill all the bosses.
Well, right, but they don't. That's it. All they get is a fucking safari. They get the experience, and who cares?
Why aren't you charging them for that?
Because they don't get any loot out of it. That's the whole thing. People
Doesn't
aren't paying for
matter.
the experience.
Doesn't
They're
matter.
paying
They
for the
can't
loot.
do anything. They can't do that without you guys offering the service. They wouldn't even have this opportunity. I know you don't understand, it's a radical concept to you, but I'm telling you, if you charge $500 entrance fee and you just make that the standard, the Chinese people will do that as well. I guarantee you, because you get so let's say you have, how many people, how many of these shitters join in like a 40-man raid? How many of them?
You want? I want 20 of them. I want 15 to
So you
20.
want 20 of them. So what if you say to everyone that joins these runs, you are guaranteed this amount of money because we charge an entrance fee of, what is it? Let's just say, let's just for sakes, it doesn't have to be 500, but let's just go with 500 times 20. So you're talking about 10,000? Is that what that is? Hold on. This thing fucked up. 500 times. Oh, God, this fucking calculator. Why isn't it? 500 times 20. So you're talking about 10,000 gold split between what? 20
40,
people?
20 people. Well, this is what I'm trying to figure out is those shitters. They in this other
That's
model, and I know
500
you're
gold
gonna
a pop.
flame
That's
me for
500 gold a
this.
pop for just showing up.
They get
500
paid.
gold a pop.
They get paid for showing up as well because they're in the raid as well. They're not getting completely. They get some of the portion of the money, but I need to adjust it to where they get less than those who contribute more. So the way that this
Oh my
Chinese
God.
GDKP group did it was if you didn't reach certain like X threshold, then you got paid like X amount, and if you were
See,
over
that's where
threshold,
it's fucked up because you guys are you're penalizing the people that are allowing this to happen and not front loading the cost of it for the people that are creating the demand for it. Like you guys have it all fucked up. You need to pay the people that show up a static amount, and you need to charge the people who want the service a static amount. You can't penalize people for showing up for gear that they don't want to allow the raid to happen because they don't do okay, so what happens if, let's say you have 20 people that are the highest geared people that you can have, but like just 10 of them have like, they don't have the offhand that they need, or they don't, and they just don't get there, right? But they're fucking overwhelmingly out gear the people that you're doing this raid for. They don't get the money for doing that, is what you're saying? Because they can't possibly out, like let's say you have a fucking Nax Kel'Thuzad weapon, and then you have someone who has the same gear as you, the same weapons as you, but they don't have a Kel'Thuzad main hand. They're never gonna ever out DPS you. And you got 10 people that are have Kel'Thuzad weapons. You're gonna take money from those people, not the people that are your farm resource, which are the people that are fucking
no,
paying for the run.
you're not taking money. You're not taking money
You
from
are
them.
taking money from them. They're not getting the amount of money. You're taking money from them. There's a fixed amount of money, 44 grand for a belt. And you're saying that gets split between 20 people, but out of that 20 people, they get paid CEO and CFO rates based off of their DPS charts.
No, only the top three. But then, and this is why I want to talk to Knobs because he knows how they did it. But I want to reward the general portion of people with a good amount. But like if you're a shitter, I want it to be known, and you get paid less from the pot. Everybody gets paid from the pot. That's just the way it works. Everybody gets paid from the pot. You showed up. You at least did something, but I want your performance to reflect how much you get from the pot. right? So, and that's not going to vary from person to person as much as it's going to vary from threshold to threshold. So there's bad
So
threshold, there's good threshold.
the way that we did it is if we wiped, they didn't have to pay.
I mean that's too risky. We're not doing that because we wiped 3 times in the Chinese GDKP.
Yeah.
And
So it sounds like you got some fucking kinks to work out, bro.
well, I'm not doing shit completely because of them.
I'm just
It's
saying,
based off of them.
you can, if you get this fucking system streamlined, you guarantee them no wipes and a chance to roll for gear that they want, and you pay them an exorbitant cost to get in. And then that's it. The model is set. Everyone shows up, and let me tell you, those people are like the attendance rates for those runs were much higher than like the runs for like progression gear. You know why? Because people wanted to get in on those slots to get in, and if they caused a wipe and they lost everyone money, those people never were allowed back into the group. So it sounds like you guys are just like in the beginning stages where
This is
you're
the first one
you're
we've ever done.
penalizing people who are actually making the run even viable, and you're just hoping you have some whale that's going to outbid another whale in your group.
I think you're underestimating that because it happens and it happens a lot and it goes up in tier.
I know it happens. I know it happens a lot, but you could also have it happen while also collecting a static amount of money.
That's what the minimum bid is for, and that relies on the demand. And I'm telling you, every piece of tier gear is going to go. Everything's going to go. If it all falls down on the raid makeup, how many people I can get, and if just being smart about who I'm choosing, like X amount of this class, X amount of this class, and ask them what they're looking for, and kind of like vet the process a little bit before I invite them. Be like, are you a shitter or are you coming to make money? And most likely, I'm not going to take you if you're saying you're coming to make money unless I absolutely need you, because the people that are coming to make money are in my guild and they're already in there. They're already in there. So I don't know how to fucking see these getting a fucking
I'm
LUA
just saying
error.
you can fucking get this down to a science.
I know I can, and I want to
I'm telling you, if you get it down to a science, your fucking server will be known for it, and people will transfer to your server to do it because that's what they did for ours. So if you can get it down to where you can offer runs that cost whatever number you want it to be for an entrance fee, and there's no wiping, and then there's no bidding, or you could probably add bidding. You know what I mean? Fuck it. We didn't add bidding because we didn't have add-ons. But you can add, and it also benefited us because those same people would come back next week and pay the same amount to come in. But if you add bidding, I mean, that's just double the money. If you can get it to the point where, in order to be in the group, there's no wiping, they're fixed this amount of gold because of just based off of entrance fee for the people, and you have to be able to clear everything that you can clear with no wiping with the 20 people you bring in there. So if the other 20 shitters just fucking run off a cliff, you have to be able to kill that boss without wiping. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
If you can get it to that point, I guarantee you those Chinese people are going to be struggling for people to come and show up to them. Guarantee it. If you have like this reputation, this quality, like, hey, show up, we're going to get it done at this time, this is how long it takes, and they show up and they're like, yeah, just fucking stand in the lava until you die, we'll clear this boss. And then at the end, bidding starts at fucking 250, and you can bid for the item. And that just happens every time. I guarantee you. I guarantee you'll make so much goddamn money. And the problem that you're having right now, where you have people who are shitters that are just like kind of showing up, they don't really. That's not going to be a factor because everyone is going to want to show up because it's a guaranteed set of money. And if they cause a wipe, they're not going to be allowed back in. But I mean, again, we did this as like, you know, this was like after Tuesday when it reset and we cleared everything, we had a whole week. This is all we did all week. This was like 90% of what we did. was selling runs for everything. And like if someone like wiping with people that are in your guild on like a very hard boss, if you caused a hard wipe, like you did something you didn't follow a mechanic, people are like, oh fuck, whatever. But if you went into some easy shit and there's half of the group is people that are paying for it and you caused a wipe and then you had to then make it so that no one else in the group got money because you literally said if the group wipes, no one in the you all the people get their entrance fee refunded. Oh man, dude, you'd probably get G kicked.
I think we'll be fine. Honestly, I think.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You just won't make as much money as you can. I mean, and the good part about this game is you can just have whoever, you could do this forever. Because if I remember right, it's just whoever doesn't have the instance reset is the party leader and they just start the raid. And then you're in their instance and you can kill the bosses even though you haven't killed them. Or that you've already killed them. Right? That's how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work in 14. You could show up in the instance, all the bosses would be there, but no loot. You couldn't receive any loot if you've already killed that boss. So like these people, these shitters, they can literally join four runs in a week, right? And potentially get 4 different chances at loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work in 14. If you had been marked as you had killed the boss, whether you got loot or not, like if you went back in and killed it, like you couldn't get, like it would just show as the boss didn't drop any loot for you. You couldn't get anything. Looks like you're the fucking GDKP. You're just the booty bay leader, bro.
My fucking dwarf ass, motherfucking ass, just.
You want to see Frank's at my house today? Yeah, this is what Frank's looks like while he's just chilling at my house.
There he is. There he is, just chilling.
What's your name on Steam?
Sugar water purple.
What's your friend code? Sugar water purple.
Do you have
a 40K person? Do you have a Dark Templar as your fucking
No, I have
avatar?
something dumb.
What is it, the Kool-Aid Man?
No.
Sugar water purple. That's not your actual name. That's probably like your display name.
Yeah,
what is your friend code?
Um.
So go to add a friend, and it should have a friend code.
Add a friend.
Oh, there you are. We're friends right now. You never logged in, you fucking faggot.
Dude, I have no reason.
Yeah, because when you're in a raid, we can be in a voice chat.
Of course.
We can be in a voice chat in this that doesn't have push to talk, right? It's just you can talk to me, I can talk to you. And then when you need to talk to your group, you can press your push to talk bind and Discord will prompt, and you can talk to them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why it's important. So that we can talk while you're raiding, because you don't talk 90% of the time.
Right. I do not.
You're just I just watch you and I don't know what you're thinking. I can't talk to you. I can't ask you questions. I can't fucking.
Fair enough.
It's just I have to fucking send you messages, and then when you wipe, you respond to them all quickly, and then that's it. That's all I get. But it sounds like you guys aren't raiding for a while now, huh?
No, we're raiding on Thursday. 2 days from now.
Right.
We're finishing. I'll do that then. If you want to get on, we're doing the same time. So,
Well, I mean, if I get on, I'm not gonna get on to watch a raid, but if I'm on my computer, you know what I mean. Just keep your Steam up before you go. You know, give you a little shout if I'm on. If not, Steam's just running. What you should do in the meantime is not worry about your fucking GDKP, and you should fucking reformat your Windows. That's what I would recommend doing, but I know you're not going to do that because you're a fucking pile of shit. But, you know, now is the time, Sean Hayes. I'm going to be going to bed.
okay.
So enjoy your
All right.
your testing
Thank you.
with your friend.
Okay.
With your friend Rambina.
Rambina.
All
All right.
right,
Talk to you later.
Sean Hayes. Later.
Peace.